regarding the regular expression. Now, these are certain examples that is related to regular expression and regular set. If suppose this type of representation in the form of set is given to you, then now you can convert this set in the form of expression. That expression is known as the set of all string over 0, 1 means input can be 0 or 1 or any basically represent to a set, and now you have to represent. So I think ये भी complete हो गया था हमारा, right? So now today we will start theoretical type of statement, or that is basically represent to a set, and now you have to represent this set, this type of set in the form of regular expression. So for example, the set of all string over 0, 1 means input can be 0 or 1 or any combination of 0 and 1, but the condition is there is 3 consecutive zeros, right? So how can we represent this type of regular expression by this statement? It means that simply you can see here the set of all strings means strings may be the combination of 0 and 1, but the special condition is the 3 consecutive of 0. Consecutive 0 means 3 0 must be there, 0 0 and 0, and after this any combination of 0 plus 0 and 1, any combination of 0 and 1, but 3 consecutive 0 must be there. Is it clear? So how can we represent this type of statement in the form of regular expression? So we can represent is 0 plus 1 holistic means any combination of 0 and 1, and last one is also any combination of 0 and 1, but the special condition is there must be 3 consecutive 0. So that's why it will be the regular expression of this statement. Is it clear to all? Okay. Next one, second वाला आपको करो फटाफट से. In the second question, in this question, the set of all string over 0, 1 beginning with 0 0. So how can we represent this set in the form of regular expression? फटाफट करो, fast. Okay, good, very good. Next one, C, third one. Third and fourth, do yourself. We will check whether your answer is correct or not. Just try to solve. Okay, good. Participation of each person is important, है ना? So just try to write the regular expression. No matter it is right or wrong, just write your regular expression. We will match and we will see the mistake, right? Good, very good, clear. So now you can match your answer. Just a minute. For example, beginning with 0 0. So beginning with 0 0. After this 0 0, there may be a combination of 0 and 1. So we can write it 0, 1 or 0 plus 1 holistic, right? In case of the regular expression, we will write always 0 plus 1, but ultimately it is the case of 0, 1. Next one is the ending with 0 0 and beginning with 1. So starting with 1 and ending with 0 0, and between this 1 and 0 0, there may be any combination of 0 and 1. And finally, last one is all the string containing exactly 2 zeros. So 2 zeros means exactly 2 zeros, not more than 2 zeros. At least नहीं लिखा है, it is the exactly 2 zeros. So how can we ensure that the number of zeros are exactly 2? So it means that starting with one combination, 1 आ भी सकता है, नहीं भी आ सकता, 1 asterisk, 0, and again 1 asterisk, and then 0, then 1 asterisk. 1 asterisk means any combination of 1 is there because there is no restriction on 1. So that's why we can write 1 asterisk. But the restriction on 0 means 0 is exactly 2. So this will be the final regular expression for this statement, right? So is it clear to all? Should I move ahead? Very good. आप लोगों का ठीक है. 0 plus 1 नहीं लगाइए, 0 plus 1 का asterisk आएगा बेटा साइन, ठीक है? Okay. Next one is, similarly, we can also write, this is the question for question of gate. In this question, find a regular expression corresponding to the language of all string over alphabet 0 a comma b that contain exactly 2 a's. This question is exactly similar as the previous one, this one, right? So we can write the same question in the form of a comma b in place of 0 comma 1. So here you have to apply the restriction over the a, means a is exactly 2. So just you can see here a is exactly 2, and we are just applying b star. Star means any combination of b, means no restriction on b, because it is given to you that you have to apply the restriction only on a. So this will be the final regular expression for the corresponding question, right? We will discuss the more problems. Before discussing more problem, we should move to the Arden's theorem because it is very helpful to us. So these are the various identities. You can note down these identities. How these identities can be worked means identities is what? Identities you can see here. These are the simple rule. These are the simple rules that we can apply where we need, right? So what does it mean? It means that if suppose there is any this type of regular expression r star and r star, in that case we can write only the r star. So these identities are helpful at the time when we are going to solve our regular expression, right? So r star can be written as only r star. R star, the whole star can be represented as r star. So this is the rules. This is the rules for regular expression. And simple, the important rules are here, this one. Suppose PQ star P can be written as this one. And next one is R star is equals to R star. These are the basic rules. And important is this one. Null plus, this one is very important. In many places, you will apply this rule. That is, you can write in this form also. Null plus R star. R is what? R is any regular expression. And R star is equals to R star. Right? So it is very important for converting the expression. Right? So this is called the identity. And similarly, this is the distributive identity where L, M, N are the regular expressions. So you can see here L, M, and L, N. This is the left distributive law, and M, N plus N. Just take a photo of this slide. These identities, what is the role of these identities? These identities are used to solve the regular expression. Now, move forward. Next is important part, that is the Arden's theorem. What is the application of this theorem? Before going to start the Arden's theorem, just I would like to explain the applications uses of this Arden's theorem. So simply, Arden's theorem is used to convert a finite automata in the form of regular expression. It means that if you want to solve the regular expressions, then Arden's theorem is important. So this is the basic application of Arden's theorem. So simply, the Arden's theorem is useful for checking the equivalence of two regular expressions. We can also check the equivalence of two given regular expressions, right? As well as the conversion of DFA to the regular expression. Means if DFA is given to you, and now you have to find out the regular expression corresponding to the given DFA, then Arden's theorem is very important. Means with the help of the Arden's theorem only, we can convert the DFA to the regular expression. So this is the simple application and uses of the Arden's theorem. You can see here, this is the application or uses, right? So now, what is Arden's theorem? So just we will start the statement of the Arden's theorem. What is Arden's theorem? So this is the basic statement of the Arden's theorem. So what are the statements of the Arden's theorem? Arden's theorem states that if P and Q are two regular expressions over sigma, and if P does not contain null, right? This is the condition given to you that P does not contain null. Then the equation R equals to Q plus RP. Suppose this is the equation. Then R equals to Q plus RP has a unique solution that is given by R equals to QP star. This is the basic statement of the theorem. That theorem is called the Arden's theorem. एक बार statement को जरा note कर लीजिए आप लोग. What हुआ? What हो गया? So simple. Arden's theorem statement क्या कह रहा है? If P and Q are two regular expressions, simple. P and Q, these are two regular expressions. Over sigma means this is the input alphabet, right? And if P does not contain null, this is the condition of P, that P and Q are two regular expressions in which P does not contain null. This is the condition given to you. Then the equation in this format, that is R equals to Q plus RP, then we can write only one solution of this statement that is given by R equals to QP star. इसका मतलब simple क्या हुआ? If the equation is given in the form of R equals to Q plus RP, where P and Q, these are two regular expressions. R is not regular expression here. Here the regular expression is P and Q, but the condition is along with the condition that P does not contain null. So this equation has the unique solution that is R equals to QP star. So there is two ways. First one is if we have such type of equation, then we can represent this type of equation in this form, right? This is the application or use of this Arden's theorem. But now we want to prove this statement, whether this statement is true or not. So if we want to prove this statement that R equals to Q plus RP has unique solution, it means that first of all, there are two ways to prove this theorem. First one is we have to prove that RP star is a solution. पहले हम क्या करते हैं mathematics, in the case of mathematics, we will try to prove that R equals to QP star is a solution. We will try that R equals to QP star is a solution of the equation R equals to Q plus R. And second proof is that is called uniqueness. It will prove as R equals to QP star is only the solution of the equation R equals to Q plus RP. So just we have to prove two things. First is QP star is a solution of R equals to Q plus RP. समझ में आ रही बात? First proof हो गया. And secondly, we have to prove that R equals to QP star is only the solution of this equation. Then only you can prove the uniqueness. So in case of the uniqueness, we have to prove two things. First one is the answer is exist or not. Solution is exist or not. And second part is this is only the solution. Other than this, there is no solution possible. So this is all about the statement. R is any equation similar. For example, एक example लेता हूँ अभी आपको समझाने के लिए. For example, suppose Q0 is equals to A plus Q0B. Suppose this is any regular expression given to you. This is any equation actually. This is any equation given to you. Right? So now our objective is very clear and very simple. Just we will compare the given equation or check that particular given equation is in the form of this equation R equals to Q plus RP. In this equation, P and Q must be the regular expression over sigma. Over sigma means this regular expression will depends on the input alphabet. So just see here, in this case, R is what? R is any variable, right? And Q is what? Q is any regular expression over sigma means any input alphabet that may be A, B, 1, 0, whatever. And R is again, that is Q0. You can see here. And P is what? P is regular expression over sigma, so this is P. So just we can write the solution of this statement that can be written as R equals to means Q0 is equals to what? Q, P ka asterisk. Q is what? Q is A. So Q is A and P asterisk. P means B. That is P means B ka asterisk. So now this is complete regular expression to the given equation Q0 equals to A plus Q0 V. So if this type of equation is given to you, so directly we can write the regular expression corresponding to this equation, given equation with the help of Arden's theorem. So Arden's theorem is used to convert DFA into the regular expression, first application, and second application to check the equivalence of two regular expressions. So simply, the point of communication is if R is equals to Q plus RP is any equation where P and Q are regular expression, then simply we can write this R equals to QP star. ये तो हुआ इसका application क्या करेंगे कैसे करेंगे है ना. But now just we have to prove that QP star is only the solution of this given problem, right? So now there are as I already told you, now you have to prove by two ways. First one is we will prove that QP star, this one QP star is a solution of this equation, right? And second proof is that QP star only the solution. मतलब पहला मैं क्या करूंगा, मैं ये प्रूव करूंगा, यूनिकनेस प्रूफ करने के लिए क्या करना पड़ेगा, दो चीजें क्या प्रूफ करनी पड़ेगी. First is QP star इसका एक solution है, and second QP star is only the solution, no other solution will exist other than QP star. So then we can prove the uniqueness of the given equation R equals to Q plus RP. So this is the very simple statement, very easy statement, that if P and Q are two regular expressions over sigma, if P does not contain null, you can write here in place of this epsilon, you can use this one null. P does not contain null like this. आपकी book में भी ऐसी है. Then the following equation R is given by R equals to Q plus RP has a unique solution, and that is given by R equals to QP asterisk. Right? So this is the Arden's theorem statement. Now we will try to prove this Arden's theorem. So first we will try to prove that this QP star is a solution of this r equals to q plus rp. इसका एक solution है. After this, we will prove कि qp star is only the solution. So how can we prove? See here. Simply, r equals to the equation r equals to q plus rp is given to you, and now you have to check whether r equals to qp star is a solution or not. So simply, I will prove directly. You can note down. R equals to q plus rp is given to you. This is the equation. Now we have to prove that whether qp star is a solution or not, right? So simply, in place of r, we can place the value qp star, because we have to prove that rp star is a r equals to qp star is a solution, right? So in place of r, just place the value qp star. So this is q and this is p star. In place of what? In place of this r, right? And this is p. Finally, just we write the p. Now take the common. That is q. After take the common here, q. यहाँ क्या बचेगा? Null plus q common ले चुके आप, क्या बचेगा? P star and P star and P, right? So with the help of the identity, you can see here, this is the identity, you can see here, this one, null, as I already told you that this identity is very useful. So in case of this one, this identity, what? Null plus R star, null plus R star equals to R star. Means if R and R star both are the regular expression, then null plus R star. What we can write here? So in this case, null plus P star. So what will be the solution? Q is the common here, and null plus R star R. What will be the simple representation of this one? The solution of this null plus P star and P, where P is the regular. So in this case, you can write directly P asterisk. So the P asterisk is answer. So you can see here that R equals to, in this case, you can see this one. Yes. In this case, you can see that QP star is a solution here, right? So the first proof is completed. That first proof is we have to try that R equals to QP star is a solution of this equation, right? So R equals to QP star is a solution. पहला part हमारा proof हो गया. Now the second part is just we have to prove that QP star is only the solution, right? So just in case of the second part, we have to prove the uniqueness. So how can we prove it? See. On the same way, we have to prove that QP star only the solution of R equals to Q plus RP. So in this case, simple R equals to Q plus RP is given to you. This is the equation, and R equals to Q plus R and P, right? So in the previous one, in the first part, in place of R, we put the QP star, because in that case, we have to prove that QP star is a solution. But in this case, you have to prove the uniqueness. So in this case, suppose Q plus, in place of R, just again write R equals to Q plus RP, right? So in place of R, we can write here Q plus, in place of R only, right? Q plus RP. Clear? See again. And this is the P, so we can apply here P. See here, R equals to Q plus RP is the equation that is given to you. So in place of R, just simply we write the Q plus RP. So just write in place of R, Q plus RP. This is the P. This right here. No change in this P. So move ahead. In this case, Q plus, इसका क्या होगा? Multiply करेंगे तो QP होगा. P के साथ Q के साथ concatenation होगा. Plus RPP. यही तो होगा. RPP, right? So इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? R and P का P is what? PPP means the concatenation of P. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? दो बार concatenation होने का मतलब क्या है? इसका iteration क्या हो गया? इसका iteration हो गया दो बार, right? So in that case, it is not the power. Just we can write the iteration of P is 2. Is it clear? Is it clear? Just PQ या QP plus RPP. So RPP means the iteration of P is 2. Iteration of P is twice. So we can write here in that format. But it should keep in mind that it's not a power, right? Never we will say that it is the power of P. It is the iteration of P, right? So is it clear to all? Very good. So now simply again move ahead. Q plus QP plus, in place of R, again write Q plus RP, right? Again put the value Q plus RP. Q plus RP. And finally, P iteration with 2, right, along with that. Clear? You can see here. Next, Q plus QP. There is no change in this Q plus QP plus. Now it will be changed, because P2 is the concatenation. So now the answer will be Q iteration of P is twice, like this, QP square, आप बोलोगे मुझे मालूम है, plus RP. What will be the iteration of P here? 2 is there and 1 is there. If we concatenate 1 and 2, it will gives you, that is 3. Clear? And again, you can write then Q plus QP plus QP2, right? QP2 plus, in place of R, again put the value Q plus RP. Q plus RP. मैं आपके सामने इसीलिए प्रूफ कर रहा हूं जिससे कि आपको ऐसा ना लगे कि कॉपी कर लिया. And just write the P iteration with 3. Clear? So after that you will find Q, QP, QP2. फिर क्या होगा यहाँ पर? क्या आएगा इसका आंसर? Q plus QP plus RP plus 1. You can see easily here the power of P. You can see the iteration of P is 3, and but in that last term the iteration of P is 4. In this case the iteration of P is 2, the iteration of P is 3 along with R, right? In place of this, the iteration of P is 1, iteration of P is 2. So you can see, you can write the general equation in that format. The equation is R is equals to Q plus QP plus QP2 plus QP3 plus and so on QPI plus RPI plus 1. Is it clear to all? इसमें कोई भी डाउट हो किसी को, then you can ask. Okay, very good. On Q, right? In this case, we can find here what? Null plus P. इससे क्या आएगा? P. And here from here यहाँ तक. And plus this is R PI plus 1. Sorry. RP. Just a minute. So we can write this statement in that format. See here, RPI plus, this is suppose equation number 1. If you feel any problem in this statement or in this equation 1, then please let me know. Just we can write this format, this equation in the form of equation 1. So if you feel any doubt, then please let me know. मैंने क्या किया? Just we will take the Q common. So here null, here P, here P2, here P3, and here Pi. Simple. And after this, finally plus RPi plus 1. This is RPi plus 1. So simply you can see here there are two statements. This one is the first part, or you can see there are two parts of this equation one. First part is this one, and second part is this one. You can see easily. This is the first part, and this is the second part. Right? So if we write A plus B, or you can say simply if we write, just a minute. Yes. If we write R1 plus R2, what does it mean? This is what? This is the sign of plus, that is union. Union means or, right? Plus, we can see here. Now we have to prove the uniqueness. So suppose W, we take a W. W is what? W is any string, and the length, जो हमने W string ली है, जिसकी length क्या है? I. तो या तो वो इसको इस part को belong करेगी या इस part को belong करेगी, because in between these two parts there is a plus sign. So that means the W can be belongs to first one, or can be belongs to second one. But the W cannot be belongs to the second part, because in this case always we will find the string of length I plus 1. So W cannot be this one. Q is there, and this is the null P, P2, P3, P4. This is called the iteration of P and can be represented with the help of P star. This is similar as the null A, like this. So what will be the solution of this? What will be the solution of this statement? The solution of this statement will be A star. So similarly, we can write here the Q P star. It means that this equation R equals to Q plus RP has the unique solution that is given by QP star. So this is the final proof for this. This is the final proof for this statement, that is R equals to Q plus RP. That is known as. Is it clear? After this, Q is common. So W belongs to either this part to R equals to. This is what the solution of that part is R equals to QP star. It means that R equals to QP star is length I plus 1, while the length of W is I. So W will belongs to the part, this one. So this is equivalent to, just you can write directly, just this part is equivalent to R equals to, this is what given to your book also, KLP Mishra, right? If you feel any doubt, please let me know. To you means transition diagram is given to you or transition table is given to you on the basis of the transition as well as that. ठीक है ना? तब तक किस तरीके से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व होंगे हम लोग उसको डिस्कस करेंगे. का एक वीडियो लेक्चर आपको शेयर किया पर DFA in the form of regular expression as well as regular expression to DFA. So in the coming lecture we will convert the DFA to regular expression. एंड आपके लिए काम ये है कि आप लोग जो हमने एक पंपिंग लेमा का एक वीडियो लेक्चर आपको शेयर किया हुआ है, प्रोफेसर चारुल मैडम ने उसको रिकॉर्ड किया हुआ है, आप लोगों को मैंने अपलोड कर दिया है. तो अब हम लोग आगे किसी भी दिन हम लोग उस पंपिंग लेमा को स्टार्ट कर देंगे. तो आप लोग प्लीज सभी लोग उस वीडियो लेक्चर को सुनते आए नेक्स्ट लेक्चर के लिए, ठीक है ना? तब तक किस तरीके से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व होंगे हम लोग उसको डिस्कस करेंगे, ठीक है? थैंक यू सो मच. सो द नेचर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम इज लाइक दिस. इन दिस केस द DFA is given to you, this type of problem is given to you. Now you have to